The main message is that given that ARPUs are declining and obviously the telecom industry is expanding, ARPUs will continue to decline. And in emerging markets, typically the OPEX is usually quite high compared to developed markets. And when I mean by OPEX, I mean usually running the sites, which is the power, and also the backhaul, which means basically that in order for operators to continue to grow and be profitable, the trend has to be infrastructure sharing, which is where we come in, and because this is one of our core businesses. The traditional view has been that the operators must build and maintain their own sites, and statistics show that roughly 60% plus of the capital that is required by an operator is for physical towers and concrete, which actually doesn't contribute much to the shareholder value. So if you look at any operator, how do you decide what it's worth in terms of market capitalization? It's based on its future cash flows, which is number of subscribers multiplied by the ARPU minus the cost. Nowhere in that formula does it state that if you own or build your own site, you're going to be worth more. In fact, if you're building your own sites, you're tying up scarce capital in basically civils and metal and so forth, which can be better utilized in rolling out your network and providing a better service to the customers, and therefore enhancing your shareholder value. We're looking at sub-Saharan Africa, where they have similar infrastructure problems, and what I mean by that is, for example, in places like Nigeria, you get power on average 6-7 hours a day, which causes a lot of problems in terms of maintaining the base stations, physically maintaining them, but also the cost of maintaining them. So there's a bigger incentive for operators to co-locate and basically outsource managed services to us. And clearly, as the expansion into sub-Saharan Africa continues, more and more of the business growth is in what you call marginal customers, who perhaps may provide $2 or $3 or $4 of ARPU, and continues to decline as you go into unserved areas. The only way forward is really for operators to develop a lean architecture in terms of the organization, which is focus on the sales and marketing, outsource the managed services to companies like us, so that they can keep the capital structure of the company and on the operational expenditure low, while still serving the customers. I think there's still significant growth in the market. We have to understand that at the moment we're just growing in the GSM 2G arena. Obviously CDMA operators are launching. We'll see WiMAX guys also now launching in the broadband, which is again very limited in this area. As we move into the next couple of years, we'll also see probably 4G coming along. So I think there's a lot of growth, not only in voice, as I said, but also in data in the very near future.